So we have just seen about the atmospheric pressure, and accordingly we see the daily life examples for the existence to show the atmospheric pressure. First one is when a drink is sucked with the straw, the air of the straw goes into the lungs and thus air pressure in the straw decreases. The atmospheric pressure acts on the drink, exerts force on the drink to move up into the straw and then into the mouth. So when you are taking the straw and drinking, so first of all you will suck up the air. When you suck the air, automatically what happens? There is a difference in pressure. So here on the water, there is going to be on the cold drink, there is going to be pressure, which is the atmospheric pressure, whereas inside the straw the pressure is less than the atmospheric pressure, so it is going to suck the cold drink into the mouth. Second is when we blow air in a balloon, it bulges because of the pressure exerted by the air filled in it. So yeah, when you blow in the air, so what we are doing, we are increasing the pressure inside the balloon, which is more than the pressure of the atmosphere. It is due to the atmospheric pressure that ink gets filled into a fountain pen. So in a fountain pen, you must have not seen much, but there used to be a pump. So when you place the pump and put it into the ink pot and release it, the ink was getting filled inside the ink pen. So that was also due to the atmospheric pressure. Water is drawn up from a well by a water pump because of the atmospheric pressure acting on the well in the water in the well. So there's a pump. The pump also does the same thing as we do in the sucking of the air. The same thing what the pump does in the well. So ऐसा समझ लो pump well में से straw से पानी चूस रहा है. It's the same thing. First air is drawn and then automatically pressure of the atmospheric pressure on the well water is making the water being pushed by the pump. The syringe gets filled in the liquid when its plunger is pulled up due to the atmospheric pressure acting on the liquid. Again, the injection syringes or even the holy ka pichkari, when you put it in water and pull the plunger, the water gets sucked inside. That is also the same method. That is, when you are sucking it inside, the pressure inside the piston or inside that particular thing has increased, so decreased, so it is creating a vacuum and the water is sucked in. Rubber suckers are used as hooks in the kitchen and bathroom. They remain pressed against the wall due to the atmospheric pressure from it. You must have seen many places. You have got that rubber sucker, that rubber thing is just going to stick and you can hang the clothes. Not only those, when you were too small, you must have played with a gun which had got an arrow sort of thing. So if there was an arrow like this, and that end of the arrow had got a rubber sucker like this. So this was a thing which was being shot. So this thing, when it hits this was like this. So when it hits the wall, it used to stick over here. So कभी-कभी तो इधर भी चिपकाते हैं. So that particular thing, this is nothing but a rubber sucker. So that rubber sucker does the same thing. When it hits the thing over here, the air from here is going to escape, and according to the atmospheric pressure is acting on this particular rubber so that it sticks to the wall like this. It is difficult to take out the oil from a sealed tin if only one hole is made in it, but it will if another hole is also made, the atmospheric pressure acts on the oil due to air entering in the tin through this hole, and the oil then comes out of the tin through the other hole easily. So here it is seen this way, that when you are taking out the oil from a container, so the container is very big and it has got two holes. So if this is the container, it has two holes, one small hole here and one bigger hole. They pump out the oil from here. At that time they open up this particular hole. So they open up the hole so the air can enter here. So the oil ke level ke upar atmospheric pressure is acting so that the oil can come into the pipe and be drained out. It's the same thing as when we drink the water from the Bisleri. So when we drink the water from it, we are keeping a hole. So we slightly open up the mouth so that mouth completely seal नहीं करेंगे. अगर seal करते तो crumple होता है. अगर crumple नहीं होने देना तो we keep it slightly open so that the air goes inside and allows the water to come out. So the same way you are allowing the air to go inside so that the oil can be drawn out easily. Lizards are able to move on the wall and stay whenever they desire. This is because the feet behave like a suction pad. Their feet are something like this. So they are a suction pad which will stick to the walls and they will not fall down. So they remain pressed against the wall due to atmospheric pressure. The astronauts and mountaineers have a special type of suit to protect themselves from adverse effects of low pressure prevailing at the great height. So yeah, so as you go higher and higher, the pressure is going to decrease. So to accommodate the decreasing pressure, you will need to have that helmet and everything, so that it is keeping the pressure around your face the same, so that it is easier for you to accommodate yourself in those areas. Nose bleeding often occurs at high altitudes. The reason is that the atmospheric pressure is low at high altitudes, but the pressure inside the human body does not change. Thus, the excess pressure inside the body from the atmospheric pressure causes the nose bleeding. I explained you earlier that when a person is going to a very heights, that is a mountaineering पे उसमें जाता है, तो the body pressure is not going to change. It is not going to change with the atmosphere. But the atmosphere is going to decrease, because as you go higher and higher, the air column decreases. So air column decreases, so the atmospheric pressure decreases. If the atmospheric pressure decreases, there is a difference between the internal pressure of the body and the external pressure available. So because in the difference of this pressure, the body के अंदर का जो nostrils के अंदर में जो capillaries है, they will rupture and there will be nose bleeding taking place. So these are the 10 examples of a daily life where atmospheric pressure का existence is felt. Okay, so this was about the chapter. They have given us certain numericals over here. So this numericals which are given as the solved examples, you can solve it yourself and you can check it whether you are able to solve it now. What I will do is the numericals which are present in the form of questions in the back questions answer. So the question session, then there's the back questions. There is one section C as numericals, which has got 13 numericals over here. So let's solve these 13 numericals one by one. So before we solve these, we'll also write down the formula which are required for this particular sums to be done. So we'll start with the formula first. So first thing is the formula of moment. Moment is equals to force into perpendicular distance. Do you remember that? Force into perpendicular distance between the point of application force and the pivoted point. So that was first one. The second one is pressure is equals to force upon area, or we can say thrust upon area. That is the second question which can be there. I think these are the only two ones. These are the only two which are going to be required. So these are the two required formula. Very easy. Just understand the question properly. Relax. These are very easy questions. Okay. So only thing is be attentive and see how to solve them. Okay. Most important is to read the question properly and understand the data given to you. If you understand the data, then finding out which formula to use becomes very easy, and then solving is absolutely easy. Let's see the first sum. Find the moment of force of 20 Newton about its axis of rotation at distance 0.5 meters. So what is given to me? Find the moment of force. So we know very well that moment of force is asked. So first one is we know to note the momentum. Moment is what is need to be found out. What is given to you? Is force given? Yes. What is that? Moment of force of 20 Newton. So that means force is equals to 20 Newton. And what is given? About axis of rotation at a distance of, that means the perpendicular distance between the axis of rotation and the force is how much? 0.5 meters. So it is given that distance is equals to 0.5 meters. Accordingly, moment is equals to F into D is 20 into 0.5 is equals to 10 Newton meter. Got it? That's the first one. Let's see the next second one. The moment of force of 25 Newton. So means again force is given to me as 25 Newton. About a point is 2.5. That means the moment is given to me is 2.5 Newton meter. You need to find out the perpendicular distance. So D is what is need to be found out. So moment is equals to F into D. So 2.5 is equals to 25 into D. So 2.5 upon 25 is equals to D. So it's 1 upon 10 is equals to D is equals to 0.1 meters or 10 centimeters. Understood? Simple. You just need to know the data, understand the data. Question number 3. A spanner of length 10 cm is used to open a nut by applying a minimum force of 5 newtons. So you can see the distance is given to me because the spanner ka length is nothing but the perpendicular distance between the pivoted point and the application of force. So we see D is given as 10 centimeters. Now remember, what is the moment of force? It is in Newton meter. So here I need to convert it into meters. How will I convert it into meters? Divide by 100. That will be meters. Force applied is how much? 5 Newton. So it is 5.0 Newton is 5 Newton. So moment is what we need to find out is F into D is 5 into 10 upon 100. That gives me 0.2 is 0.5, sorry, 1 upon 2 is 0.5 Newton meter. Clear? Right? We see the next one, sum number 4. A wheel of diameter 2 meters can be rotated about an axis through a center by a moment of force equal to 2 Newton meter. So it is basically, this is a steering wheel which has a diameter equal to 2 meters. So from the pivoted point, the force which is applied over here is at what distance? 1 meter. So we'll write over here, diameter is equals to 2 meters. Therefore radius is equals to 1 meter. Right? So therefore D is equals to 1 meter. The moment is already given to you. What is the moment of force? The moment of force is 2 Newton meter. 2.0 Newton meter. So moment is equals to F into D is 2 is equals to F into 1. So F is equals to 2 Newton. Clear? So F is going to be, just a minute. Okay, the wheel diameter is 2 meters, can be rotated? No, I think the answer over here, which is wrong. What is the minimum force required at the rim? It has to be 2 Newton because the diameter, you cannot apply force to 2 meters, applying the force only 1 meter. So accordingly the answer should be, the moment of force should be 2 Newton. Okay, so the answer over here, I think if your new version may have a different answer, then it's good. But the one in my book, it is given as answer as 1 Newton, which is not the right answer. It will be 2 Newton because the diameter over here is 2 meters. So the radius will be 1 meter. So this distance, when applying a force, it is to the pivoted point. The force distance between the pivoted point and the force is 1 meter and not 2 meters. Agar 2 meter hota, to answer would have been 1 Newton. So this is, the answer given over here is wrong. We now move on to sum number 5. A force of 200 Newton acts on an area of 0.02 meters square. Find the pressure in Pascal. So we know force is equals to 200 Newton and the area is given as 0.02 meters square. So pressure is equals to force upon area, that is 200 upon 0.02. Now 0.02 can be written as 2 upon 100. So it is 2 upon 100, that is going to 200 into 100 upon 2. So that's going to be 10,000 Pascal. That was sum number 5, which was based on the second formula, pressure is equals to force upon area. We move forward to sum number 6. What force will exert a pressure of 50,000 Pascal on an area of 0.05 meters? So Pressure is given to you as 50,000 Pascal. Area is given to be 0.05 meter square. You need to find out force. So we know P is equals to F upon A. So F is equals to P into A. That is 50,000 into 5 upon 100, because this is nothing but 5 upon 100. 0, 0 cancels. It's 2500 Newton will be the answer. Are you clear? That was sum number 6. We now move on to sum number 7. Find the area of a body which experiences a pressure of 50,000 Pascal by a force of 100 Newton. So, you got again the pressure as 50,000 Pascal. Sorry, that was 6 sum. Find the area, Pascal 50,000 again. So, pressure is equal to 50,000 Pascal. And they are given me that the force is 100 Newton. F is equal to 100 Newton. P is equal to F upon A. We need to find out the area. So 50,000 is equal to 100 upon A. A comes here. So it is 100 upon 50,000. So it is 1 upon 500. So it is going to be 0.0. पहले एक बार 0 किया तो 10 हुआ, उसके बाद एक 0 किया तो 100 हुआ, और एक किया तब भी 2 आया. तो दैट इज दिस मच मीटर स्क्वायर, 0.002 मीटर स्क्वायर. They have written it as 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter square. You can write it this also, not a problem. Area is equal to 0.02. 0.002 meter square was the answer for the 7th one. We now move on to sum number 8. Calculate the pressure in Pascal exerted by a force of 300 Newton. So F is equal to 300 Newton to an area of 30 centimeter square. Now 30 centimeter square. Now this is what is the tricky one. You want to find out the area pressure in Pascal. What is Pascal? Newton per meter square. This is centimeter square. How do I convert centimeter square to meter square? Listen carefully. If I wanted to convert centimeter to meter, I would have divided it by 100. पर अभी क्या है? सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर है, इसलिए I'll have to divide it by again 100. So therefore, this will be 30 upon 10,000 meter square. This is very very important. Remember, स्क्वायर है, इसीलिए डिवीजन ओनली 100 से नहीं होगा, 100 स्क्वायर से होगा. ओके, 30 centimeters is 30 upon 100 meters, but 30 centimeter square will be 30 upon 100 into 100. That means 30 upon 10,000 meter square. Clear? Now it's easy. What is pressure is equal to F upon A. It is equal to 300 upon 30 upon 1000. This goes up, so it will be 300 into 10,000 upon 30. This is tensa, so it's 1450. That many Pascal. They would have written this in the form of 10 raised to 5 Pascal. You will put it here itself. You can keep it over here, not required. Okay, 10 raised to 5 or 1 lakh Pascal. Let's move on to sum number 9 now. What force will be required to exert a pressure of 20,000 Pascal on an area of 1 centimeter square? Again, pressure is equal to 20,000 Pascal. Area is equal to, given to me as 1 centimeter square, which is 1 upon 1, 2, 3, 4 meter square. Pressure is equal to force upon area. So force is equal to pressure into area. It's 20,000 into 1 upon 10,000. That's equal to 2 Newton. Clear? Easy. Right? You may need some practice. So for practice, you can do these sums again. And also, you need to do the solved examples which are given over here, because these solved examples also will be very helpful to practice these kind of sums. Okay, so make sure that you are doing both these 13 sums as well as the solved examples, which are also, I think, 13 over there. So 13 plus 13, 26 sums you karenge properly, thoroughly, on without anybody's help. You doing it yourself. Then I'm sure that there is nothing to stop you from getting full marks in this thing. So next is sum number 10. We have sum number 10 now. The base of a container measures 15 centimeter by 20 centimeter. It is placed on a tabletop. If the weight of the container is 60 Newton, what is the pressure exerted by the container on the tabletop? So now let's understand what do they mean. They are given that there is a tabletop. उसके ऊपर एक container है. So container is like this, base ऐसे. ये container है. Okay, this is a container. इसका जो base है, this particular base what है? So this is a tabletop. Okay, this is the tabletop. The container का जो base है, that is this particular part which is resting on the table, is having the dimensions over here as 15 centimeters into 20 centimeters. And the weight of this container, the W of this thing is given as, the W is given as 60 Newton. It is 60 Newton. So what is the weight? Weight is nothing but the force applied. Right, so we have over here force is equal to 60 Newton. And what is the area? Area is nothing but 20 into 15 centimeters. अभी ये centimeter square में होने वाला है. Area is length into breadth. But here it is in centimeters, so I need to convert to meters. तो इसको भी 100 से divide करना पड़ेगा. So this will give me as, I'll just erase this. It will be 300 upon 1,000, 10,000 is equal to 3 upon 100 meters square. So accordingly, pressure is equal to force upon area. That will be 60 upon 3 upon 100. That is 60 into 100 upon 3. That will give me as 2,000 Pascal. That will be 2,000 Pascal. So 2,000 Pascal will be what I would say as the pressure exerted by the container. Okay, that was sum number 10. We now move on to sum number 11. Sum number 11. Calculate the pressure exerted on a surface of 0.5 meter square by a thrust of 100 kgf. So thrust force is 100 kgf. Now because it is kgf, my pressure will also be in kgf only. I am not converting that kgf into Newton because the g ka value is not given to me. Okay. If it would have given to me, then I may have done that thing. But right now, I am just going to find out the pressure in kg per meter square. Area is given to you as 0.5 meter square. So accordingly, pressure is equal to thrust or force upon area, F upon A. That is 100 upon, this is nothing but 5 upon 10. So 5 upon 10, which is 100 up into 10 upon 5. That is 200 kg F meter square. Okay, it is kg F per meter square. Right? That will be sum number 11. Here the sum was easy, only thing is that confusion part was kgf. Don't worry at all. Write the answer in that unit what is given to you. Okay, rather than trying to convert it into Newton per meter square where you don't know the values कि वो Newton कितना हो जाएगा. You don't need to do that thing. You directly take it as kgf centimeter square. We now move ahead to sum number 13. A boy weighing 60 kgf, so it is given that weight of the boy is equals to 60 kgf, stands on a platform of dimension, so you got the dimensions, that is length and breadth. Length is equals to 2.5 centimeter, breadth is equals to 0.5 centimeter. So area is equals to length into breadth is equals to 2.5 into 0.5 upon 100 into 100. So that will be 1.25 upon 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 125 upon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 meter square. Okay. They asked me to find out what is the pressure in Pascal. Now this is something tricky. They asked me to take it in Pascal, whether it is given to me in kgf. So what I'll do is I will take F is equals to M, this is mass, into G. So 60 into 10, that is 600 Newton. So accordingly, pressure will be equal to force upon area, that is 600 into 125 upon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Okay. So this is like this over here. Now this is going to be 601 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 upon 125. So you can see 125, it will be 25 5s are 25 2s are 50 and 10 100, so 24, and then 5 you can cut over here with 2, so it will be 4 zeros, that's 20,000. So that is going to be 48,000. Okay, that is 4.8, 48,000. One second, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oh sorry, 1 more 0. So this is 1 more 0, that makes it 4.8 into 10 raised to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Pascal. You can keep it here itself, no need to find out this thing. Okay, you can directly say 4, 8 and then 5 zeros. That is the answer for sum number 12. We take this last sum, that is sum number 13. Figure shows a brick of weight 2 kgf. So it is given here, brick of mass is equals to 2 kgf. So since they are not and dimensions is, so we got length is equals to 20 centimeters, breadth is equals to 10 centimeters, and height is equals to 5 centimeters. Okay. And in 3 different positions, find the pressure. The first one, you can see the first case is area is equals to length into breadth. You can see because it is sleeping, so area is 20 into 10 is equals to 20 into 10 is equals to 200 centimeter square. Now since it is kgf, I will keep it in centimeter square so that my pressure is going to be in kg per centimeter square. So my pressure will be equal to force, this is my F because that's the mass, upon area, that is 2 upon 200. So that will be 0.01 kgf centimeter square. So this is very important to write the right unit. See, there is no harm in not changing it into meter square or not changing it into Newton unless and until you are writing it in the proper manner. Moreover, they had not asked you to change it into Pascal. In the earlier sum, they told you to find out in Pascal. That's why you did all these. You did this thing because you wanted it in Pascal. You did this also. Centimeter square को meter square में क्यों convert किया? Because you wanted it in Pascal. Here they didn't tell me to find out in Pascal, so I am finding out in the easier manner. Yes, 0.01 kgf centimeter square. The second one, area is equals to, they are given you, it is the breadth into height. Okay, it is breadth into height, which is 10 into 5 is equals to 50 centimeter square. So pressure is equals to force upon area. That force is nothing but 2 upon 50. So that's 1 upon 25. That will be 0.04 kgf centimeter square. Got it? So here you can see the diagram along with this particular figure, along with this particular question, is that they have shown how the brick is resting. So first was resting like this, the next is resting like this. Next is resting like this. So here it is 20 and 10. This is 5. In the next case it is resting like this, yani 10 and 5. Now it is resting like this, that is 20 and 5. Okay, that's the third condition. Third one, area is equals to length into height, that is 20 into 5 is equals to 100 centimeter square. So pressure is force upon area is 2 upon 100 is equals to 1 upon 50. So 0.02 kgf per centimeter square. Is it clear? So this is how you are solving the sums of force and pressure. Very, very important chapter with respect to the numericals. They normally ask in school the numericals for at least 4 to 5 marks. So very important to score this properly. They are very, very, very easy because there are only 2 formulas and the conversions required are also very limited, right? So practice them properly and see to it that you are not having any problems. In case of any doubts, yes, you can always WhatsApp me or call me. So that's the end of the chapter, force and pressure. Yeah, that's the end. Okay, thank you.